guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited for today's video because it is all about refrigerator clean out and organization. This is like long overdue in my household. I'm not gonna lie, I like never cleaned out my fridge. So in today's video, I'm cleaning it out, I'm getting it organized, and I'm showing you really easy, simple ways, 12 simple steps, in fact, to organize your refrigerator. If you're like me, if you're a busy mom, if you're a busy woman, you're on the go, these tips are for you. It's nothing fancy, over the top, or nothing like too Pinterest heavy. You're gonna find really easy tips that you can start implementing today, and all of the helpful tools and materials I use I'll have linked down below for you guys as well. Today's video is sponsored by Simply Self Storage, so you guys may remember them from my garage clean out video. Today we're tackling the refrigerator and I'm teaming up with them to bring you these tips. I will have more information about them at the end of the video, but for now let's jump into the refrigerator organization. So the very first thing I want to do is go through my fridge and get rid of anything that's no longer good. Like I mentioned, I need to do this more often, so I usually have a ton of items that have gone bad or that are past the expiration date. So I double check any expiration dates or sell by dates, and I toss out any food that is no longer good, and then I set aside the food that I know I want to keep and that I know I'm still going to eat. After I've completely emptied out my fridge, it's time to give it a really good deep clean. So I want to wipe down all of the surfaces, all of the shelves and everything. I use an all-purpose cleaner that's a disinfecting spray with some paper towels to clean it down, but you could also use a disinfecting wipe, whatever works best for you. And then you can even take the drawers out and let them soak in hot soapy water before wiping them down and putting them back in as well. For the sake of time today, I'm just wiping it all down, but doing this really frequently is super important in making sure that you're keeping your fridge clean and sanitary and healthy. Isn't it amazing how much food you are holding on to that's probably no longer good? I was shocked at how much garbage I produced when emptying out my fridge. But then the last step in this little cleaning prep process is just to add a deodorizer to your fridge. Baking soda is a great one. It acts as a great deodorizer, and I just put a little pack in the very back of the fridge. It makes sure my fridge smells really fresh and no foods are overwhelming the smell of it. So now that our fridge is all clean, it's time to get it organized. Step one is to make an Eat Me First box for about to expire foods. I love this idea. It keeps everything in one place and it really helps you prioritize what to eat in your fridge. So I got this little clear bin, I just added a label to it, and any foods that I have that are close to expiration or that I want to make sure I eat or that I don't forget about, I put in this bin. This is going to be a lifesaver so that I don't have so much food building up that's going bad like at the start of this video. I think this is a genius idea. And just in the time it's been since I cleaned out my fridge for this video, I have found myself reaching for this bin all the time. I ended up putting my Eat Me First box on the second shelf just to make room for the next step, which is to add a Lazy Susan to your fridge. So the back of your fridge can become a black hole where food items get lost, things go bad. A Lazy Susan will help you keep really organized and help you have access to all of these items really quickly without taking up additional space or without you forgetting about them. My coffee creamer is a great example of this. I use it for coffee in the morning, but I don't need it for the rest of the day. So it's nice to be able to just twirl the Lazy Susan and get the items that I need at the time I need them. And then I can just turn it back around when I don't need those items anymore. This has also been a lifesaver. Step 3 is to hang baskets to utilize wall space. I love doing this to organize cheese sticks or little Baby Bell cheeses. This is really helpful when I just need to grab a snack for Christian or myself. Maybe I just want one piece or two. I like to put them on the side of my fridge, and then that's not taking up space on the shelf. And it again is prioritizing the items and making sure I don't forget about them, and I can frequently just grab one when I need one. Then moving down to the lower shelves, step 4 is to group like items together. When you keep like items grouped together, you can use clear baskets or you can just even put them on the shelves like I did, but when you group them together, it makes them really easily accessible and ready to grab, and it trains your eye to go to the same spot for the same type of items. So I group all of my fruit together and make sure all of my berries are stacked on top of each other or right next to each other. Then I put my eggs with the yogurts and kind of a little more dairy selection. I also put veggie sauce with cheeses. Those are things I typically tend to use together, but they also fall in similar or the same food groups. So again, it's just training my eye to make sure I'm grabbing for the same spots and making my time in the fridge really organized and efficient.
Okay guys, this one is super cool. So step 5 is to use file organizers to store snacks. This one is like mind-blowing to me. I would never think to use a clear file organizer to organize snacks, but it's perfect for kids snacks. So any pouches of Christian's I put in here, little baby carrots and like simple or individual packs of carrots are great to put in here, but any of his yogurt pouches or applesauce pouches, they fit perfectly in here. I can really just stack them all up on top of each other. It can be a little messy in the file folder because it's keeping the general fridge clean. This does not take up much space in the fridge, but it allows me to put a lot of snacks in one place. And then again, they're really easy to just reach for and pull out when he needs a snack or he's ready for yogurt in the morning. This is such a perfect solution. And then I put a label on it just to make it cute and have it say snacks, so it's really clear that this is like Christian's file folder. Step 6 is to use curtain ring clips to hang bagged items. Now my fridge isn't actually built for this, but I wanted to show you guys a picture to give you an idea of how you could do this. So many fridges have wire shelves or bars on the edge of their shelves, and if you do, you can use little bag clips or ring clips to hang things like shredded cheese or lettuce or bags so that those things are not going bad and they're not getting kind of trampled all over. I also think this is a genius idea because lettuce is always going bad in our place. So I definitely wish I had those, but like I said, my fridge just isn't set up for it, but still wanted to give you guys the tip. Now when it comes to your drawers, the first tip I have is to line the bottom with paper towels. This will help keep them cleaner and keep your fruit or produce fresher for longer. It's going to help make sure that you don't have buildup in the bottom or any like residue left over from your food. It will collect little bits of broccoli or onion peels or anything like that that's going to fall off over time. After you've laid down paper towels, drawer dividers are the next thing I would recommend. So you can get adjustable ones on Amazon. I'll have them linked down below, but they're awesome because you can organize them and size them perfectly for your fridge. I love these for organizing produce. This has been amazing for having really visually pleasing and again, easy to grab. That's the theme of today's video, but having things right there and organizing my fruit so that I can grab an avocado, I can grab an apple, and it's all like streamlined for me too, has been super helpful in the mornings. Step number 9 is super easy, but it's just to learn your humidity controls. So you can actually set your humidity to range from high to low on most fridges, and you want to make sure that you have it set appropriately for what you're holding in those drawers. You should put anything that can rot in a low humidity drawer. All right, step 10 is moving on to the door. So step number 10 is to designate each door section and label it. I love this idea. Again, it makes everything really easy. It's visually appealing for my eyes. My eyes are now trained to go to a specific area. So I have grab and go up top. I added dressings or sauces onto my second shelf, and then specialty is the third. That's kind of all of the extra random things I have or things I'm not using quite as often. But the grab and go section up top is really great because I put all of my kid snacks up there, any like little juices for Christian, or again like his little pouches, just to have easy access there, and it makes it perfect to just open up the fridge and grab one thing real quick. I also love to add like bubbly waters here for me and Jordan, so things that not only is Christian snacking on them, but we're snacking and easily grabbing these items as well. This one's super cool. So step 11 is that you can actually use an egg carton to store condiments. I love this idea because it again keeps it really organized. It allows them to all be like bunched together, but also keeping them clean. The egg carton will prevent any of the sauces from dripping or making a mess, but also it will fit the cap perfectly, most likely for the sauces or the condiments. You just turn them upside down. Things like mustard or salad dressings will fit perfectly in there, and then I just put them on my sausage shelf, and it is super organized and really easy. All right, and then step number 12 is just to create a kid accessible refuel zone on one of the shelves in your fridge. So like I mentioned, this grab and go shelf is perfect for that for us. You can see how it's all set up and organized with Christian's drinks and our drinks and applesauces, everything one could want. I also love the fact that I can open up the fridge and just hold him while he grabs one of these too. And as he gets older, we'll teach him that like that's his shelf of the fridge and he can grab what he wants out of there, obviously when he's a bigger kid. But I just think this is such a cute idea and rounds out our fridge organization perfectly. That's it for today's organization video, today's fridge clean out. If you can't tell, I am sweaty, I'm hot. We did all of this in the heat today. I do love the way it turns out though. My fridge is so much cleaner, so much more organized, easy to grab and go snacks for Christian on the go. It's like a must.
So again, be sure to check out Simply Self Storage. I'll have their information in the description box. Thank you so much to them for working with me on this. If you guys haven't already, I would love if you subscribe so I could have you join my YouTube family, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.